Tomorrow night, President Obama will outline his case for strikes on Syria in an address to the nation in prime time. He faces a skeptical public and a divided Congress. With us now is CBS News analyst and Republican strategist Frank Luntz. Frank, good morning to you.
Good morning.
In your estimation, why is the president having such a difficult time rallying the support of not only Congress, but the American people?
Well, think about it. For 50 years, it has been the Republicans who are most likely to use military action and the Democrats who've said no. And now you're asking Congress to reverse that. Democrats are supporting it and Republicans are opposing it. And so I think that there's a political dynamic in here that nobody's talking about, that people are making decisions on where they stand in Washington, not just based on where their constituents stand, but politics. And the second point I'd make is that I think the president's making a mistake by making it so much about him. Because in the end, you've got half Americans vote Democrat, half vote Republican. You've got to bring everyone into it. It's got to be about Syria and not just about the president.
Is he staking a significant portion of his presidency on this debate?
Absolutely. And there are domestic issues that we are facing over the coming weeks. We got the debt, the deficit, sequester, potential government shutdown, the president's health care plan. All of this is happening at exactly the same time. And so he goes to the American people because he is such a good communicator. The problem is he waited too long.
You just touched on the role of politics. Do you have any specifics of why you say that? Why they're making a difference here?
Yes, we've been doing focus groups all through this process. We got more coming up tomorrow and through the coming week. And in the research that we have done, 70% of Republicans oppose what the president is doing. And I believe, as a researcher, that if this had been George Bush and Dick Cheney, the Republicans would have been supportive of a military strike. Conversely, we see Democrats narrowly supporting it. If this had been Bush Cheney, overwhelmingly, they would have opposed it. I think politics is playing a major role.
You see this new poll, we've just got the screen up, that's out of CNN this morning. If Congress fails to pass a resolution, 71% oppose airstrikes. The president is doing 6 network interviews today and doing a primetime address on Tuesday night because they would not win the vote in Congress if it were held today.
I believe that, and I believe that he's having trouble even within his own party. Now think about it, you've got Nancy Pelosi on the House side trying to win those votes, and she was one of the most vocal critics of the previous president's policies on Iraq. So you've got this completely twisted and turned. It's almost like this is an alternative universe right now, and this is very serious. And I want to make one more point, that the American people are more nervous about national security today than they have been in a long, long time. Domestic terrorism, what's happening in Syria. And so for the public to oppose military action at a time when they are so concerned about national security, that's significant.
It certainly is a full court press on the president's part. What do you think he needs to say? What do the American people need to hear from him tomorrow night?
They need to know that it won't make the situation even worse than it is today, and they need to know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's some great British philosopher who said that whenever you commit military troops, you have to be able to pledge that it will have a positive impact and that the consequences won't be worse than the strike. At this point, the American people are nervous about those consequences.
Who is that some great British philosopher? Great British philosopher.
Martin Amis.
Yeah.
Frank, by the way, really quickly, Assad's messaging, how effective is that?
Well, I've never heard him speak until today, at least in a long form. And the fact that CBS got that interview is incredible. But the American people look at him and say, this is an evil guy. And we don't doubt that chemical weapons were used.
Without question, you think they say that?
Without question, yes. It's 80%. What they doubt is the impact of that strike, because neither the Democrats nor the Republican leaders in the House have made the case. And it has now been weeks since this had happened. We expect a response immediately.
Frank Luntz, thank you.
Thank you.